Hello there and welcome to my channel. I thought this would be a perfect time to kind of do something a little different than what you normally know me as. I thought, what could I do to change up my channel? You know, in the past I've always done characters. I've done pop star Trishy. I'm a little bit more than your average LA arigato fanbato. And I've done, you know, the American character Trisha. Hey guys, it's me Trish. I love my fishies. But I thought, you know, now that we're a little more intimate with each other, that I could probably do the real me with you all. So I thought, what could I do? What could I do? And I thought perhaps I could do perhaps a song or maybe a dance. But then I saw this book just sort of lying around in my house, and I thought, you know, it brought up memories from when I was in university and how my professor told me to read it, and she told me it was the greatest literature of all time, and I take issue with that because I don't necessarily think it is, but I thought perhaps today I could perhaps read it to you all, and maybe afterwards we could have a little bit of a discussion over it. So today I'm going to be reading The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Chapter 1. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember that all people in this world haven't had the advantages that you've had. He didn't say any more, but we've always been unusually communicative in a reserved way, and I understood that he meant a great deal more than that. In consequence, I'm inclined to reserve all judgments, a habit that has opened up many curious natures to me and also made me the victim of not a few veteran bores. The abnormal mind is quick to detect and attach itself to this quality when it appears in a normal person, and so it came about that in college I was just unjustly accused of being a politician because I was privy to the secret grifts of wild, unknown men. Most of the confidence were unsought. Frequently, I have been sleep, preoccupation, or hostile levity when I realized by some unmistakable sign that an intimate revelation was quivering on the horizon. For the intimate revelations of young men, or at least the terms in which they express them, are usually plagiaristic and marred by obvious expressions. Reserving judgment is a matter of infinite hope. I'm still afraid of missing something if I forget that, as my father snobbishly suggested and I snobbishly repeat, a sense of the fundamental decencies is puzzled at unequally at birth. And after boasting this way of my tolerance, I came to the admission that it has a limit. Conduct may be founded on the hard rock or the wet marshes, but after a certain point, I don't care what it's founded on. When I came back from the East last autumn, I felt that I wanted the world to be in uniform and at a sort of moral attention forever. I wanted no more riotous excursions with privileged glimpses into the human heart. Only Gatsby, the man who gives his name to this book, was exempt from my reaction. Gatsby, who represented everything for which I have an unaffected scorn, if personality is an unbroken series of successful gestures, then there was something gorgeous about him, some heightened sensitivity to the promises of life, as if he related to one of those intricate machines that register earthquakes 10,000 miles away. This responsiveness had nothing to do with that flabby impressionability, which is dignified under the name of creative temperament. It was an extraordinary gift for hope, a romantic brightness such as I have never found in any other person, and which is not likely I should ever find again. No, Gatsby turned out all right in the end. It is what preyed on Gatsby, what foul dust floated in the wake of his dreams, that temporarily closed out my interest in the about his sorrows and short-winded relations of men. What? I'm only on page 2. I don't know what you guys came here for. You guys just wanted me to show you my boobs again. That's not going to happen. You want me to fast read? Is that what you came to my channel for? To fast read? Okay. But I mean, I could fast talk for you. I could fast rap for you. But okay, I'll fast read. My family had been prominent, well-to-do people in this Middle Western city for 3 generations. The Carriers are something of a clan, and we have a tradition that was descended from the Dukes of Belvoir to the father of the clan, grandfather scheme, really was such a civil war inside the whole so carries on today. I never saw this great uncle, but I'm supposed to look like him. Special reference to the father hardboiled painting the hangs in the father's Oscar doing what? You've asked me to fast read, and that's what I'm doing. Fine. You don't. If you don't want great literature, then just unsubscribe to my channel. I shall continue. enjoyed the counter so thoroughly I came back restless. Instead of being the warm center of the world, the Midwest now seemed the right direction of the universe, so I decided to go east and learn the bomb business. Everybody knew I was in the bomb business. I suppose I went on my aunt and uncle's circuit over 50 years press school. Finally, why, yes, very good. As an advice, his father agreed to my fiancé, and we delays came east. The practical thing was to find rooms in the city, but it was wrong one season, and I left the country of one dance friendly yet. So young when the country. I'm done appeasing you people. I'm done. It's not what my YouTube channel is for. I am now back to school and I have a full-time job. I am going to be respected as who I am. I shall continue. It was lonely for a day or so until one morning some men more recently arrived than I stopped me on the road. "How do you get to West Egg Village?" he asked helplessly. I told him, and as I walked on, I was lonely no longer. I was a guide, a pathfinder, an original settler. He had casually conferred on me the freedom of the neighborhood. And so with the sunshine and the great bursts of leaves growing on the trees, just as things grow in vast movies, I had that familiar conviction that life was beginning over again with the summer. There was so much to read for one thing, and so much blind health to be pulled down of the young breath-giving air. I bought a dozen volumes on banking and credit and investment securities, and they stood on my shelf and read and called like new money from the mint, promising to unfold the shining secrets that only Midas and Morgan and Maecenas knew. And I had the high intention of reading many other books besides. I was rather literary in college. One year I wrote a series of solemn and obvious editorials for the Yale News, and I now was going to bring back all such things in my life and become again that most limited of all specialists, the well-rounded man. This isn't just an epigram. Life is much more successfully looked at from a single window after all. It was a matter of chance that I should have rented a house in one of the strangest communities in North America. It was on that slenderous British island which extends itself due east of New York, and where there are, among other natural curiosities, two unusual formations of land. 20 miles from the city, a pair of enormous eggs, identical in contour and separated only by Courtesy Bay, just out on the most domestic body of water in the western hemisphere, the Great Gatsby barnyard of Long Island Sound. They are not perfect ovals like the egg in the Columbus story. They are both crushed flat at the contact end. But the physical resemblance must be a source of perpetual confusion to the gulls that fly overhead. To the wingless